So I posted this on my Instagram last night on my stories, just a vulnerable place that I'm in right now as I'm navigating this season of my life, and just wanted to share with you guys. I'm learning a lot about myself in this season, reconciling a lot of my patterns and behaviors thus far in life, the reasons that I do things. And it's challenging. Our childhood really determines a lot of our motives today. Most people are blind to this. And for me, I'm just realizing that a lot of the motives for me have come from a real place of need, but many times a very broken place. Success, achievement, and the constant pursuit of proving yourself never comes from a healthy place. But this world rewards those who try harder, work harder, stand out, show off, and have attractive personalities. And so we try harder and harder because the reward drives us. I'm by no means saying that you shouldn't work hard and you shouldn't put 100% effort in, and that is bad. You should work hard and you should live purposefully and intentionally. But what I am saying is this, is that when you really dig into the core of why you do things, when you actually are just honest with yourself, you'll find that it's typically to achieve love, validation, and acceptance from someone or something or a crowd in this world. And then I go on to say that successful and high-achieving people are some of the most broken and lonely people. And I can say this all to you guys because I've had and achieved a moderate amount of success in my life. As most people would look at my life and the things that I've had and the money that I've made, they would be very envious and very, when they would look at it, they would say that would be a goal for me. That would be amazing if I could achieve something like that. And while I look at the scale of achievement and success, I don't think I'm anywhere near where I'll be, but where I need to have an honest conversation with you is right here now about the why. When you look at my childhood, a lot of the pain that I have endured in my life and a lot of the reasons that I have done things is because of neglect and abuse in my childhood. When you look at my stepfather and the man he was to me, nothing was ever good enough. He didn't say I love you. He didn't say I was proud of you. And there's this masculine culture where I think that a lot of people grow up this way, but there's this masculine culture that that's what it's supposed to be like. But I can tell you, as being a dad of 3 young boys, 12, 6, and 4, that that's not the way that fatherhood is supposed to go. Boys and girls alike should be told that they're loved, should be told that they're proud of for what they do, not gloating their accomplishments, but the character and nature of who they are. And where this has really caused a lot of pain in my life is that I've been unconscious to the motives and why I do things. So you look at the things that I've achieved, from the magazine cover to the millions of dollars in revenue, to the houses and the fame, quote unquote, the Instagram fame, whatever it might be. It's all been cool. It's been great. Has it defined me at times? Yes. But what is the reason? What am I trying to fill inside of my heart that I'm longing for? And what I've narrowed it down to is this, is that because of the way I grew up, and many of you probably understand this in your own circumstance or situation, that I had to achieve to get love. And along the way, there becomes this really messed up thought process that attention equals love. And this is where we get really sideways and really twisted, is that we have mistaked love for attention. In fact, we're looking in this social media era that we live in, is that we're looking for attention and validation of who we are. And it's like by our achievements and by our bodies and by our success that people pay more attention, and we get more likes and we get more comments and we get more followers. And we've become obsessed with this culture of attention because somewhere along the way in the journey, we have mistaken attention for love. And so we live in this world and where attention is the driver of everything. When you look at my physique, growing up a small kid, 5'7", 140 pounds when I graduated high school. When I joined the military, 145 pounds at 19 years old. I found that the more muscle I put on, the better I looked. And the more I worked on the outside, the more I got attention on the outside. But what I'd never recognized is that how broken I still was on the inside. And that's why all these things that are exterior, the way you look, the amount of money you have, the things you have, the love, the relationship, are all exterior things. And we get to feel good temporarily by exterior things. And we're all searching for more exterior things to make us feel good for a moment. But why is it that all those things end? Why is it that the new material thing that you receive, buy, get, whether it be your body or the new car, only feels good for a moment? It's because it was never meant to fill you. And so it's important that we wrestle with this dichotomy of the why that we do things. And I'm not saying that I regret living the way I have. I'm proud to be a hardworking man who works to provide for my family and to chase my passion, my dream. But you got to get real honest with yourself on how much of that is for the exterior feeling of validation, acceptance, and love, and how much of that is what God has innately put inside of you to live passionately and purposefully. And so I believe that even in my life right now, that I'm wrestling with these two dichotomies, these two philosophies, these two underlying motives, that is still, I still find myself looking for attention because I think that attention is love and love is what I want. And so I still find myself pursuing the likes and the comments and the followers. I'm not exempt from that because there's still a need in my heart that is from a broken young boy. But also understanding. And so these two things are constantly wrestling in my life. And I'm also understanding that God has given me purpose and that He's given me gifts that I cannot waste and that I've got to use every single day to pursue those gifts and to use those gifts for the kingdom of His. And so while these two things are wrestling, it's almost like a good versus evil type of spiritual battle. And what I want you to recognize in your own life as I speak this to you is that spiritual battle. Where are you fighting the needs of the world, trying to satisfy something that will never be satisfied, versus the inside of you and the purpose of God and His calling on your life? And so in this moment, this is my battle. This is my battle right now. Trying to go more towards the purpose-driven, God gifting side of things and doing things innately for good purpose and good reason, and fighting the world and what it's trying to tell me is right and what is good. And that fleshly desire to have validation and acceptance and love. All those are real needs. But I think when you look at the total joy of your life, it'll be determined by the motives in which you do things. And what I am sharing with you vulnerably today is that in that battle, you need to be conscious. You need to become conscious of your patterns and your behaviors and your why, and you need to stop lying to yourself. I've lied to myself for so long, and I still catch myself lying to myself about the reason that I'm doing things. I'll make excuses. I'll chalk it up to something else when truly it is validation I'm seeking. And I'll lie to myself all the time to validate the reason that I do things. It could be something as easy as me working out with my shirt off, saying, well, I'm just displaying my brand and showing people that I'm fit. But inside, there's just still this need for validation. It's having the affluent power of what I've done and the magazine cover and those things that it's like, well, I have to build reputation of who I am and show people that I've done this so that I'm credible. But also there's still this wrestle of validation and acceptance. And so as I navigate through these waters and through this life, it's being conscious to the behaviors, being conscious to the why, but it's also being honest with yourself. I think that I myself lie to myself a lot, and I think that there's a chance that you do too. there's a chance that you consistently lie to yourself about the motives. And when you become aware, conscious, and honest, it'll allow you to step into a place of authenticity, of finding your identity, and doing things for good reasons that actually suit the better of you, the better of humanity, the better of society, and fulfilling your God-given mission. And so I just wanted to come on here today to speak to you about this battle that I'm wrestling with, the authenticity and the realness of this, because I know it's probably something that is weighing on your heart too. And I know that awareness is the key step to making transition and change. And so would love to hear your comments below about this battle, whether you're wrestling with it. Would love to hear what you're working through in your life, but this is where I'm at. And I just want to be real with you for 5 to 10 minutes about my life, my struggles, where I'm trying to head, but really the honesty of my life. And so see you guys on the next one. Excited to continue to share the realness and rawness of my life, and appreciate you guys following and engaging with my content.